Hello everyone. Today on this lecture we discuss about purposes of the literature review. So literature review, already known, it is an account of what has been published by the researcher or the scholarly. Or the other definition, it is a critical analysis of the previous knowledge of your topic. So that is a critical analysis of the previous knowledge about your topic. Okay, suppose take an example. Now the time is at the mid of June, mid of July, and the starting of August. So during that time, admission will be going on. And after completing CBSE, the students have been very much anxious in which field they will be build their future. So they will choose commerce, they will choose science stream, or they will choose the general line. So which one will be better for them? So they may ask to their seniors and ask to the relatives and ask to the elder brothers and sisters. Then what will be better? Or if I will be do this one, the commerce line, then what will the in future in what will the scope is there? Or if I go for the science stream, select the science stream, and whatever the future in future, whatever the scope is there. So they ask them. Okay, and after that, after listening all the feedbacks, then go to the admission. Suppose someone is not take any ask and take and not ask anyone, and I will choose the commerce. Okay, casually they take that I will select that commerce. And after reading 6 months or 7 months, he came to know that commerce is not good for me. I am not the commerce is not good for me, or I will be do better if I select the science stream. So within that, he or she lost the 6 months. Okay, so this is the thing. When you are a beginner or when you are going to do a research, you ask yourself, okay, which topic is better? Okay, and you will ask, you will see whatever the previous knowledge already there existed. What is the on your topic? You are selecting a topic, and on that topic, on the basis of your topic, whatever already previously knowledge is there. Okay, and you will find what is not already known and which one is not still is not known by others, and select that one, and that will be give you for the future context. Okay, so that is called review of literature, so that the researcher become by knowing, reading all thoroughly, going through the previous knowledge, he can get and confident, he will build the confident, and he will know the gaps, and that will be, and that knowledge will be helpful for the future research. So it will be, let's see why what are the purpose and why the review of literature is important. So it will be help to understand the evolution of ideas, or you will generate the idea. We will generate the ideas. Okay, or dimag ki batti. So that is called generate the idea. Second, identify the gap in the current knowledge presently on the same topic. What is missing? Still missing, or what is the vacuum is there not known to us, or the researcher has not clarified on that point. So that is called the gap. You will select that one. Okay, and that gap, or that will be provide you a context for the future research. Context means the solution. It will be helpful for the further research in your future, or the future research it will be helpful. Let's see, this is I have drawn a picture. So suppose these are the published research, already published, 1 2 3 4 5 already published. Okay, and in the one, if a researcher read 1 2 3 thoroughly, 4 5 thoroughly, and you come to know that something is missing. Okay, some knowledge is not known, and I want to shed this light, or the researcher want to shed on the light. This gap will be identified, and this vacuum will be fulfilled by your research. That is called review of literature. So if you go the purpose of the literature review, the first one, it is familiarize with the existing research. So if you thoroughly read the research paper, what are the published article, then you become in touch, you will be involved on the topic, or it will be familiarized, acquainted with the things, or you keep in touch with the previous knowledge. Second one, it highlights the research topic, and where is the gap. If you thoroughly read the things, and after 1, 2, 3, 4, you have read all the published article, and you find something is missing, where the researcher has forget to uh, has missed by the researcher, so you take that one, that is called the research gap. Okay, and identify the research directions and avoid the duplication. So the research review of literature is not only give you the knowledge, clarify, or giving you knowledge, but also it spark your brain. You will be give you some new ideas. That is called the research direction and avoid duplication. Okay, so it not only give you the knowledge of previous one, it's also spark your brain to think a new idea, to generate a new idea. Next, serve as a basis in clarification and formulation of the research problem, so that you become more concrete. From you narrowing down, you become more focused on your topic. Okay, if you read 1, 2, 3, you become narrowing down which one will be give you a which point is your topic of research, so you become more focused about the point. Then learning from the past methodology, if you thoroughly read 1, 2, 3, 4, then in research, the published research paper 1, the researcher what methodology or what design or what data analysis method he has taken. In second paper, what the research approach or the what data collection technique he has applied. On third paper, which methodology the researcher has choose for his research. So they become know about the methodology. Okay, and then comparative analysis. So that after reading all these things, you analysis from all the 1, 2, 3 research papers, and that is called the comparative analysis. And after analysis, you gain experience. Okay, and when you read thoroughly the paper, you will find the you will come to know about the mistakes to whatever done by the researcher, and you want to avoid the mistake. You will be avoid the mistakes. Okay, you will avoid the mistakes. And promoting critical thinking. So critical thinking, that is called analysis or evaluating. So you will think which one is your topic of interest or subject of interest, so that is called a critical thinking. And last one, you will adopt appropriate theoretical framework. So which appropriate methods, if I follow these methods, then I will be reach to the solutions, or I will be get the research will be completed. So you adopt a theoretical framework. So all these things can be possible after thoroughly reading of the review of literature. So review of literature helpful in many ways, and these are the purpose for which the review of literature is done. So I hope you understand understand the purpose of review of literature. Thank you for watching. Please keep on subscribing.